Have you ever been confused when you've gone to a contemporary art gallery? What I'd like to do in this class is look at a series of themes that contemporary artists are using over the past 20 to 30 years. We'll do a history, basically looking at modern art, contemporary art as it focuses on post-World War II issues. We'll be looking primarily, though, at issues that begin to arise as we become more and more digital. We'll look at photography, we'll look at the effect of digital art, we'll look at performance, we'll look at the museum itself, the rise of the contemporary art market. Assuredly a very interesting topic. I've been teaching art history for 25 years at the University of Arizona, but I do remember the initial moment that contemporary art entered into my thinking. I was looking through an early art forum magazine in the 1970s, and I was absolutely and utterly confused by what I saw. It was at that moment that I thought, I want to know about this. The interesting thing about contemporary art, and I was a humanities major at the time, is that art can ask all sorts of different kinds of questions. Questions about our identity, questions about what the boundaries of art are in general, things about aesthetics, our society. And I realized that art history was a space that we could ask many of the more difficult philosophical questions that also preoccupy us as contemporary human beings. Of course, within that is the ever-increasing global art market. This will be a very interesting topic that we'll also be looking at in the course. Contemporary art is a way of framing our everyday experiences. By that I mean that contemporary artists take our everyday life and take little bits of it and allow us to look at it more fully, in a more concentrated form, in the institution of the museum. I've taught two humanities seminars programs so far, one on modern European art and one on contemporary postmodern art. This time we're looking specifically at themes, so we're being a little more non-chronological. We'll be looking specifically at things like time, things like digital means, things like that. So we'll be looking at different ways of approaching contemporary art. Hopefully what will happen is when you leave the course, you'll be able to actually go into a museum to ask the kinds of questions that might make it a more pleasurable and interesting experience for you.